In the rich tapestry of Serbian history, one name stands out as a symbol of strength, wisdom, and unity: Stefan Nemanja. Nemanja's life was a remarkable journey of triumphs, struggles, and enduring legacy. From his humble beginnings to his ascent as a revered ruler, this is the story of a man who shaped the destiny of a nation. Join us as we explore the life and legacy of Stefan Nemanja, the visionary leader who left an indelible mark on Serbia and beyond. Birth and youth: Stefan Nemanja, a prominent figure in Serbian history, was born in the 12th century. Little is known about his early years, but he hailed from the Zeta region, which is present-day Montenegro. Coming from a noble lineage, Nemanja was raised in a period marked by political turmoil and power struggles among Serbian clans. Despite the turbulent times, Nemanja displayed exceptional leadership qualities and a thirst for knowledge from an early age. He received a comprehensive education, studying theology, philosophy, and military tactics, which would later shape his reign and influence his accomplishments as a ruler. Nemanja's formative years laid the foundation for his future role as a unifying force and an esteemed statesman in the history of Serbia. Nemanja's conquest and establishment of power: Stefan Nemanja, the founder of the medieval Serbian state and the Nemanjic dynasty, played a pivotal role in the conquest and establishment of his power. Born in the late 12th century, Nemanja hailed from the noble Vukanovic dynasty and possessed a strong sense of ambition and determination. Nemanja began his conquest by asserting his control over his ancestral lands in Raska, a region in present-day Serbia. He successfully rallied the local Serbian nobility and defeated various rival factions, thereby consolidating his authority over the region. Nemanja's military campaigns were marked by strategic brilliance and tactical prowess. He led his forces in capturing important fortresses, such as Ras and Zvikan, which secured his control over crucial trade routes and key territories. To further strengthen his position, Nemanja sought to expand his influence beyond Raska. He launched successful campaigns against neighboring territories, such as Bosnia and Hum, incorporating them into his growing domain. Nemanja's military successes were not limited to land. He also developed a formidable navy that controlled important river routes, ensuring both security and economic prosperity. Nemanja's ambition extended beyond military conquests. He recognized the importance of diplomacy and alliances in securing his power. He established diplomatic relations with powerful neighboring states, including the Byzantine Empire, Hungary, and Bulgaria, forming advantageous alliances and securing support for his territorial ambitions. Nemanja's conquests and establishment of power were not solely reliant on military might. He recognized the need to foster unity and strengthen the Serbian identity. Nemanja promoted the Orthodox Christian faith and patronized the construction of monasteries, including the famous Studenica monastery. These monastic centers not only served as religious institutions but also as centers of learning, culture, and Serbian national identity. His return from Constantinople and reaffirmation of his authority: in 1176 on his return, Nemanja obeyed Manuel, who had asked him to forgive his two other brothers. He named Miroslav, Prince of Hum, present-day Herzegovina, and Strasimir, Prince of West Morava. Nemanja also urged Pravoslava, the son of Tihomir, his nephew, to give up his inheritance in his favor. The same year, he also prosecuted the Bogomiles, better known in the West under the name of Cathars, whom he definitively expelled from his lands, after having had the agreement of the assembly. The Niš campaign: in 1183, Nemanja decided to participate alongside Hungary in a war against the Greek Empire. Indeed, Manuel I Comnenus had died in 1180, Nemanja is no longer bound to his promise to the new Byzantine emperor, Alexis II Comnenus. The two armies occupied, for the benefit of Serbia, the city and the region of Niš. The Greeks were routed, but before the gates of Sofia the king of Hungary Bela III was overthrown by diplomatic and financial maneuvers by Constantinople. Nemanja then continues the war against Byzantium alone. He does not aim for Sofia, but pursues his objective of uniting the Serbian lands. He will seize the regions around the city of Vranje, the entire Morava valley on both banks, the Kosovo, Vasno and Lab, which is now called Metohija. The Adriatic campaign. After having recovered a large part of the lands populated by Serbs in the east, Nemanja decided to take back from Byzantium the lands which had seen him born, the lands of the ancient Dioclea which were, for him, those of his ancestors. In 1184, the army of the three brothers, Miroslav and Strasimir had joined Nemanja in this campaign, was before the walls of the wealthy Republic of Dubrovnik. The city was Orthodox and populated by Serbs, like the whole region. Jealous and proud of her independence, she resisted Nemanja's army twice in a row. Indeed, after a first failure in 1184, Nemanja returned in 1185 in front of these walls, to undergo a new military failure. In 1186, Nemanja then decided to liberate the other towns in the Zeta region which were still under the Byzantine rule of Michael III Vojislav, king of Dioclea. The Serbian army takes the cities of Danj, Sards, Skadar, Svac and Ulcinj with surprising speed, then a little later the city of Bar. Nemanja conquers Serbian autonomy from Byzantium. Nemanja played on the rivalries of Hungary and Byzantium to preserve its autonomy. In 1190, he received with pomp in Nis the Emperor Frederick Barbarossa, leaving for Jerusalem for the Third Crusade, and offered him to become his vassal if their armies attacked Byzantium together. Barbarossa politely declined his host's invitation and left him on good terms to resume his journey to Jerusalem. In 1190, Constantinople, no longer threatened by Barbarossa who had drowned in the Salef River in Asia Minor, launched a reconquest in the Balkans. Nemanja, beaten at the Battle of Morava, negotiated with the Emperor Isaac II Ange and had to return part of his last conquests, but received in exchange the recognition of his autonomy. His second son Stefan thus married Princess Eudoxia, niece of Isaac and daughter of the future Byzantine Emperor Alexis III Angel, who in 1195 gave him the title of Sebastocrator, a Byzantine imperial title created by the combination of Sebastos, translation of the Roman title of Augustus, and Crator, ruler, found in Autocrator. It can be translated as noble master. Monastic vows and canonization. In 1195, Alexis III Angel ascended the throne of Constantinople. Nemanja was then over 80 years old. At the assembly of 1196, he announced his intention to hand over to his son Stefan and to devote himself to monastic life. He gave Vukan, his eldest son, authority over the Dioclea and Rastko, the region of Hum, future Herzegovina. His life as a monk began in Studenica, where he took the name of Simeon, but even in this monastic life where he thought perhaps of finding meditation and peace, he was joined by his past and action. His son Rasko in turn gave the region of Hum to his brother Vukan and left for Mount Athos in the monastery of Vatapedi. He asked his father to join him, both restored the monastery of Hilander and became patrons of Mount Athos. In 2 years, Simeon had made Serbia one of the pillars of Orthodox Christianity. Saint Sava continued with talent the work of his Holy Father. On February 13, 1199, Simeon died in Hilander. Immediately, his sons requested that he be proclaimed a saint. This was done. Saint Simeon the Mirablite was entered in the calendar, celebrated on February 13. In conclusion, the life of Stefan Nemanja stands as a testament to his remarkable achievements and enduring legacy. From his humble beginnings to his ascent as a powerful ruler, Nemanja's vision, leadership, and military prowess left an indelible mark on the history of Serbia and the Balkans.